Welcome to our channel. We are a full-time travelling family of 3 who have been on the road for over 2 years working as we go. We have ridden around mountains and climbed them, swum with seals and been chased by crocodiles, slipped through the mud and gone underground. We have stayed in sites with million-dollar views, found incredible pink lakes and taken the roads less travelled. Thanks for joining us on our journey. We are Trippin Around Doz.
Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to the first video we've put out in, I think YouTube tells me it's been about 65 days.
It's over 2 months.
So by the time you see this, it'll probably be 70 days. So, yeah. When we went into making YouTube videos, the idea was we would do it every week, and we're going to try and get back to that. But we always said we weren't going to let it dictate our lives, and our lives have been busy.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So YouTube went on the back burner for a bit, but we're back. So hi, a lot's changed. This video will be part 2 of our time in Kangaroo Island. Anyway, the first thing that happened was my computer broke. It had been on the fritz since Kalgoorlie. So I finally have a new computer, and I spent 2 days reinstalling all the things I need on it. So now that's good to go.
Yeah,
It was one of the major issues.
yeah. The main reason why we haven't been able to edit, because on the road, if you try and get something fixed, it's hard, and getting parts is even harder. And
Yeah.
a computer that's 4 years old, they're saying anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months to get a part in.
I put it into a computer shop in Tassie, and they weren't able to source a part. And now we're back up here, and
We put it in up here, and they still can't source a part.
anyway, that's the main reason we've had no videos. Also, you know, we spent the 3 months in Tasmania traveling around with some of Dion's family, so we don't generally hide away and edit when we're with family.
No,
We don't get a lot of time with them.
that's it. You're traveling with someone, you want to be with those people you're traveling with, not hiding in the van.
So after we got back from Tassie, our van went into Great Aussie to have the walls replaced. So that took about a week and a half, and we'll talk to you more about that
In future videos.
when we get up to that bit in our future videos. But
So from here, you might have to wait 2 months, 3 months before that comes.
anyway, we've probably rattled on for way too long.
We didn't even do what we're supposed to do, which is do an intro for this video that Jess is doing. Oh,
Yeah.
the audio is shit.
Oh yeah, okay. So this, I think we said this is part 2 of Kangaroo Island. Now,
Well,
not only have we not put a video out for 70 days, when I tried to edit this video, like 60% of it, the sound's not working. So the receiver for our microphones must have been flat, and we didn't realise.
it was, the receiver was flat on one of them, and then the other time the audio cable wasn't plugged in.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's fun. So anyway, I have done my best, and I apologise if it's crap, because I'm partially through editing it and I still don't know if it's going to work out any good.
On a new program.
Oh yeah, and that program I couldn't get to work. It must just be buggy or something,
DaVinci Resolve is,
because it's not working on the new computer either, which has better stats. So I have, however, managed to get subtitles for the whole video. So even if you can't hear us properly, you'll be able to read what we're saying, and I do appreciate that is a pain. But I'm hoping that we fixed it for the next...
yeah, hopefully the audio is fixed for the next lot of videos.
I'm too scared to check, to be honest. I'm a bit worried because it's a pain. Anyway, the other thing is we have very big plans for the next 6 months.
Oh, I'd say 6 to 9 months.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Essentially, another reason I've not been able to do any editing is because I'm on a timer to get all this booked and sorted out. Enjoy Kangaroo Island. I think there will be one more video after this, so it'll be like a 3-part series. Hopefully I can get back to weekly videos.
We'll see if we can do that.
Anyway, we're gonna go on that note.
Okay.
So thanks for bearing with us.
See ya.
Enjoy the video, and we will see you next week.
Mildly better. Welcome to Raptor Domain, everybody. Chloe's already done all of that boring introductory stuff, so I'm going to get straight into it. Common as pets right around the world. Now, this lovely lady doing laps around your heads, and this beautiful girl on my arm here, this is Kira and Nanny. These are our red-tailed black cockatoos. Now, the red-tailed black cockatoo is a beautiful species found in a couple of different spots across the Australian mainland. Now, this boy in the middle here, this is Chook. You said it. He is our only non-native bird here at Raptor Domain. He is a beautiful blue and gold macaw. Now, this is a species we can find over in South America. They're an absolutely beautiful bird and very to do something along with Kira here. I'm going to be taking care of you folks on this side. You said it. Chloe's going to be taking care of you folks over here. We're not going to be using those leather gloves. We'll be using these black arm sleeves. You're going to pop them on your arm and make a fist like so, and we will pop a cute parrot on it. Please do not pat our parrots. They will verbally tell you how much they do not like to be touched. Cockatoos. They are parrots with a crest. So, come here, Chicky. Boy, I'll just get you to step over this way for me, mate, just to give them a bit of personal space. He's a bit sensitive. Although the bulk of their population are down here. Not just coastal, they will come up to 300 kilometres inland on the eastern half of the country. Apparently, they need to nest within view of a large body of water. That's typically the ocean. But they have been recorded nesting along some inland dams and river systems, like the Murray River. You'll find them along there. So up to 300 kilometres inland. Get ready with some gloves, and I'll come back to you. Do I have any? Yeah, perfect. You come on out. You've got the hat and everything. You can grab it. You guys are good? Do I have anyone in the middle or back row that wants to have a go? Bring her in. Give her a little pat. Perfect. So living in family groups, these guys are a father-daughter pair, so you'll likely see more than one in the wild. If you do see them, differing a little bit in colour depending on the environment. The further north you go, the more reddy oranges you get in your front mouth, whereas these are your classic slate greys. They have the same size eyes as humans, same volume eye as humans, but if we had the same quality eyesight as a wedgie in their prime, they reckon would be able to read the headline of a newspaper from over 2 kilometres away. So their long distance eyes, really good. Up close vision, also really good. They've got an extra focal point in each eye so they can see wider view, into the ultraviolet, the infrared, and apparently the best visual acuity out of any land animal in the world. So incredible eyesight, but the feet are the weapons. Middle and hind talon, longest and the strongest, closing pressure that matches a German Shepherd's bite force. Nice and straight. Alright, Tilda. And we're going to turn a little bit this way.
Would I like to hold it? Or would I like to pat it?
Yeah, you can give her a pat. Just got to keep this arm nice and straight, okay, bud? You got to have your muscles on.
You got it?
I can help you if you need
attention.
to. Just going to give her a bit of a snack because she's a little bit nervous.
Ready? She's beautiful.
Good kid. She's very pretty, isn't she?
What do you reckon?
Prettiest owl I've ever seen.
She's very pretty. That is a very high compliment for a very cute bird.
You're the prettiest bird I've ever
Tilda.
seen.
Okay, before we forget, because we've just gone down to Vivone and had lunch.
Yes.
How did you like holding the eagle?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You were
I have
smiling.
very little emotion, Jess.
You were smiling a lot when you were doing it.
Not the same as a budgie. Budgies are cuter.
How much did it weigh?
4.5 kilos, I think.
4.5 kilos. The poor lady before Dion didn't hold her arm up for long enough, and the bird like scratched her arm with its talons, and it was a pretty big gash.
Yeah, so if you don't keep your arm flat, as you drop, they try and walk up higher, and they'll only get so far, and then they'll jump off.
Yeah, which it did.
Yeah.
But yeah, she had a bit of a nasty scratch, which
you know, you're holding a bird. It's
Yeah.
part and parcel. She wasn't complaining about it or anything, but I did see her showing her husband, and yeah, it didn't look very nice. All right, Hudson, what did you think about holding the owl?
It was good.
What did you keep telling the owl over and over again?
That it was the cutest and fluffiest bird I've ever seen.
Would you do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we've just had a lovely conversation with a lady that lives here, who's retired and used to work for council. And she's given us a heap of spots to check out. A lot of fishing spots.
There's actually a lot of dive spots too for abalone, and there's some good fishing spots for whiting as well, but she does diving with a scuba, so...
Yeah. She also said she would not go out here diving on the south coast. She'd do the north coast.
Yeah, and she even does it with a shark shield.
Yeah, she said she wouldn't go without the shark shield, which is good because we've got one, and a few people have said to us, oh, but would it really work? But everyone we've met in South Australia who does this stuff says they have one to try and not have the great white sharks eat them. So
They definitely work. I've been kicked a few times by it.
Oh, the actual strap.
Yeah.
She said they've seen 8-meter great whites here. So that is terrifying.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. Just heading down to do the sea lion tour. And we forgot to do an introduction, and now we're on the tour, so it's a bit awkward.
It's always awkward with us.
So anyway, we're going to go down to, we're doing the guided tour. It was like $42 for adults, and I think Hudson was like $25. Yeah, anyway, we get to walk down on the beach with the sea lions, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if they chase us.
I hope not, jeez. Alright, so we can already see seals down on the beach, and we'll get to walk down onto the sand with them soon.
Should have bought the DJI, it's got zoom.
It's got zoom. You ready to go down to the beach and see the seals? Hello. So we have finished our guided tour.
Yep.
And now we're on to the boardwalk area, which you can do self-guided. It's about half the price of the guided tour, but it's included in your guided tour if you want to do it after.
Yeah, so it's like an extra $15 to do the guided tour. And
Yeah.
you get to do this after.
Yeah, and we got to go down on the sand, which was pretty cool. You don't get to do that every day.
Yeah.
So, but we've just found a, what is it, a humpback,
Whale skeleton.
a humpback whale skeleton. So it's a juvenile, and it washed up on shore in a storm. So weren't expecting to see that today.
No.
This is what it looks like. Might have to zoom that in. And we've got to walk back up all of this ramp at some point. Yeah. All right, so that is the Remarkable Rocks. I have 0 zoom available on GoPro. So you'll have to take my word for it, but we'll walk down there. All right, so it's crystallized granite, 10 k's below the Earth's surface. The molten rock began to cool and formed. The weight of the overlying rock was removed by erosion, and the granite was left behind. Kind of, sorta.
Yeah.
Pretty here. That wind noise is going to be annoying, so apologies for that. Down to the rocks.
Yep.
They're pretty cool. They're kind of like Murphy's haystacks, but overlooking the beach.
And bigger.
And much bigger, yeah, way bigger. So we've come down here to hide because we had a big group of families come up behind us, and they're letting their kids like go to the toilet on the rocks and jump around and stuff, and it was making us a bit upset. So we're just waiting until they leave.
Yeah.
And then we'll look around because it's just very disrespectful. But yeah, it's a pretty cool spot. Not bad for our first stop in the national park.
Yeah.
Quick to get down here.
Sure.
Here I have lots of wood.
Bit hard to see because they're in the shadows, but holy moly, look how small they are.
Yeah, you look at the thin edge there and you're like, there's not a lot of rock there holding it. And that's the 30 ton hanging above your head there.
Windy.
What is it? Not, I don't know. What is it? Granite?
Granite, they said, yeah.
So it's about the same weight as concrete, which is about 2 ton per square metre. So above us right now, you probably have close to 80 to 100 ton of rock.
Let me get a photo.
Straight down there, where the waves broke, right there. Wait for it to come back up. There it is.
Oh, there is a seal.
Another one right here too.
Oh my goodness, there are
There's
seals
two seals
down
down
there.
there.
Can we hear us, guys? Probably not.
Alright. See where the waves are right now? Yeah, just wait and they'll come back up. There'll be a black thing in the middle of the white.
Oh, look how cute it is. And we finally make it to Admirals Arch. This is the main attraction in the Flinders Chase National Park on Kangaroo Island. It's a natural formation and it's very accessible to tourists. It has a boardwalk and some steps leading there. There are some New Zealand fur seals that live there. You can't really see it in the video, but they're all parked up underneath the arch, just chilling. And it's just absolutely stunning in real life. So if you ever get to Kangaroo Island, I 100% recommend you get down to this national park because it is beautiful. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and we look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.